Hey, hey, you adorable human, you. Presumably, if there are any cats, pigeons, other non-humans here, hello to you too. I thought this week with like the heaviness and the length of my last video that, oh, and also with it being like election week and oh my gosh, let's just do something like just, I don't want to say like low effort, but definitely lower effort. It just kind of chill a little bit this week. I thought we might do something a little more laid back and just react to this new Gypsy Rose video that I have not seen. I didn't even realize, see, I'm not on TikTok. I told you guys this. She's over there like being Gyp on TikTok, and I don't see those unless like other people make videos about it. But I didn't know she had a YouTube channel, which I should have known. She's got like 8 Facebooks. I haven't seen this one yet, so I thought we would react to it together, because some things you can only do with support from other people. Anyway, so let's get into it.
Well as a park now, be sure to download the official Universal Studios Hollywood app.
Oh, look at Sephora. Don't take me in there.
I forgot to say what the video is. She's at Universal, like Universal Studios. It's like Disney, but the Universal brand version of Disney. So, and in the title it says, "My Day at Universal, Bubba Gump, Butterbeer, non-alcoholic." She had to be sure to put that in. It's non-alcoholic, guys. You know, I'm pregnant. I would never. And haunted something, I don't know. Anyway, so she's at Universal. She's like, "Oh, Sephora." Yeah, you need some Sephora, girl.
I thought you said a squirrel.
No, it's Sephora. Okay, so I am taking Ken to Bubba Gump Shrimp because he has never been. So this is our lovely Bubba Gump over here. Excited?
So excited.
You guys, you see how excited? He's so excited. I've never seen a man less excited, but I would have been. I remember that, I don't know, a long time ago, my sister got some like Bubba Gump Shrimp, a t-shirt or something somewhere, and she said it was a place to eat, but I've never been there. But I have seen Forrest Gump. That's a good movie.
Riding the Simpsons ride right now, and I am waiting at the exit for him because this is pregnant life, so I cannot ride the rides at Universal right now.
Aww, don't you love how she's always complaining about how she can't do things because she's pregnant? That's so what normal pregnant people do, right? I mean, I did. There's a whole list of things that I felt like, I can't do that. I think Gypsy Rose is pregnant. There's a lot of people online that I've seen that still say like, you know, that they think she's using, and she may be faking it, but I think she's probably pregnant. This standing at the exit waiting for him is cracking me up though. He's walking like 10 feet away from her almost all the time.
Now being almost 6 months pregnant, and so I am just kind of hanging out right now, chilling. You just went on the Simpsons ride. How do you feel?
Nauseous.
Feel nauseous?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
That was okay. It went better with you.
I probably wouldn't ride it. Look at this view. Look at the mountains just stretching. Okay, we are heading into Harry Potter land now. Where's that selfie stick?
Oh, wait, I was gonna stop it and say something. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Just him over there playing on his phone. Yeah, it was great. No, I feel nauseous. Girl.
Look at this view.
Look at this view.
Look at the mountains just stretching.
This is a nice view.
Okay, we are heading into Harry Potter land now.
jealous.
We need a selfie stick.
Huh.
We need a selfie stick. Where are we at?
I'm just gonna let y'all know right now, this bitch is living my dream of a Harry Potter world. That is not fair. I'll just enjoy the little snippets I get and keep making fun of Gypsy. Maybe it'll make me feel better. I know I won't. I'm just kidding.
Room 6, getting our, what is it?
Butterbeer.
That's right.
Look at that face.
I know. Look at the chandelier. Okay, so this is our first time doing butterbeer.
Doing butterbeer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Y'all see the disclaimer? Disclaimer, butterbeer is non-alcoholic. Like, people didn't figure that out, that like literal children are drinking it in the movies, in the books. But she had to make sure to, it's almost like she's been trolling us this whole year. And this is just like one more troll. Like, look at me drink butterbeer. Doesn't that make you guys want to get angry? But look, you can't get angry because I put a disclaimer. Like, she's just like walking, talking rage bait at this point. It looks good. I want to try it too. It's so foamy.
It's really sweet.
It's very caramelly.
It's actually pretty good though.
I like the fish on
That's why I got you one.
it. There we go. That's it.
Okay, let me try the frozen one. And you can try the regular cold one.
I just got cold.
Big nose.
I feel like it's like cream soda.
This is really thick.
That's what I guessed.
Cream soda.
Oh yeah. This is the way
Video's
it happens.
boring.
Frozen is much better.
There's a lot of people here. A lot of people.
People looking at her, side-eyeing her. Did you see that?
Yeah? You get you?
No? So it is 7.
That's the first time I've seen them walk together like that, I think. Where she's kind of like linking arms with him. Like, that was kind of, you know, for what we've been seeing lately, that looked, but of course she's going to pick the best looking shots of them together, I suppose. You're going to try to. But that looked kind of sweet. It looked like they were enjoying
30-ish
themselves.
at night.
And I like her hair in
4,
this era.
3.
To be nice where it's due.
So far?
Done 4.
4.
No. 3. Yeah.
3.
I don't know.
Lost count. And we're already starting to get tired.
Okay. Yeah, 3.
3. Okay, so 3. It's a lot of walking. Staying hydrated. So it's 8:30
It's good advice.
and we're calling it a night. We're done.
Did like 6 of them?
That was a lot of walking. But it was
great.
epic.
It was fun. Gypsy got so scared.
They're behind us.
Oh, shit.
Ah! You might get more scared from you.
Oh my god.
How much is left of this? 4:20. Okay, so there's about a minute left. We're almost there, guys. I was about to say, I thought this was going to be more interesting. It's kind of, she's not gotten any better at making content over the year, that's for sure. They're walking, Ken's scaring her. I don't know.
Still sand in my shoe.
There's still sand in your shoe.
Do you guys see the guy in the yellow? He's like, look. People know who she is. And I doubt she probably thinks everybody's like, oh, look, they know me. They're recognizing me. Like, I'm so famous. No, girl, they're scared of you because you conspired to off your mother.
Time to go home. I want to go home.
I have to go home now.
Hold on, wait. Okay, ready? I'm pretty tired. I gotta go home now.
That was it. That was it, girl. I just gave you a view for that. Yeah, okay. Well, she said thanks for watching. I'm gonna say the same thing, I guess. You know what? Okay, let's see what else she's got. What else girl got on her channel? It won't turn sideways. 22 weeks pregnant, family reunion fun. There's the cooking for Ken for the first time video. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's see what she said in this one.
Hey everybody, so it's a brand new week.
Seen this
So
one.
this week I am 22 weeks pregnant, and this is my pregnancy update. So now that I am in my second trimester, I've been experiencing a lot of the things that are associated with pregnancy. So I have started to feel her kick a lot. I have started to feel those movements, and I've started to notice kind of her sleeping pattern. So I have noticed that she kicks a lot at night, anywhere from 9 o'clock at night to 11 o'clock at night. And she's calmer during the daytime. I have noticed that she's more active whenever I eat sweets. So I ate a Kit Kat bar, and she was up.
This cracks me up because it almost sounds like she's doing like a school report on that book, What to Expect When You're Expecting. It's like she's writing a book report on, you know, that book. That's how it comes across. Not as like, it is not coming across. I see why people now speculate that she isn't pregnant at all, because, you know, if you notice this like book report kind of way she talks about it, instead of coming off as someone who's experiencing it for the first time and going, wow, there's this weird thing, and that she's like it's like she's going down the checklist of, you know, symptoms at that many weeks. Like, what am I trying to say? Like, exactly what I said. It sounds like she's trying to do a book report on what to expect when you're expecting. And then I have these cravings, so I'm gonna eat a Kit Kat bar or whatever she said. I don't care what pregnant women want to eat. Eat whatever makes you happy. If you want a Kit Kat bar, eat a Kit Kat bar. But it always rubbed me the wrong way when pregnant women be like, well, I just need it because I have a craving. Like, it's a pregnancy thing, not a me just normally having a craving. Do you know what I'm saying? Doesn't make any sense. Like, there are literal pregnancy craving things that are like specifically that, like craving eating pencil lead or gravel. Like, I don't know if you guys know about that or not, but when a pregnant woman is lacking certain vitamins and stuff like that, like, her body will crave really weird seeming stuff that actually contains a lot of like minerals, not vitamins, but minerals, you know. So that's what pregnancy cravings are. So when pregnant women use this pregnancy craving thing to be like, oh, I had to have chocolate. No, your body was not. Just stop it. Just eat the damn chocolate.
For like 2 hours, kicking me like every 5 seconds.
By the way, if it looks like I'm doing something, I am. I decided to roll a joint because listening to her she's kind of boring. So I'm getting used to that. So far, I mean, that part of it has been very magical. There are some times that I'm kind of like, okay, stop moving. But then whenever she stops moving and she's like asleep, that's when I start to miss her moving, actually. So that's definitely been an exciting part of pregnancy. So I'll get into some of the symptoms, like the new symptoms that I've been experiencing. Some of them is actually quite unexpected. So I have noticed that about 2 weeks ago, my thighs have started to kind of like fall asleep. It feels like my thighs are asleep. So it happens when I'm standing for a long period of time, or I'm just like
I'm laying on one side, like I'm sleeping on one side for too long, I have noticed that my thighs start to get a little tingly and numb, and even a burning sensation sometimes. So I Googled what that could be associated with, because I had never had that before. So turns out it is a symptom of pregnancy. They don't tell you about it. Not everybody gets it, but it's a form of like neuropathy that's caused by pregnancy. I forgot the term of it exactly, but I have been experiencing that, and there's nothing really anybody can do for it. It's just once.
I've heard of that before too, but not in the thighs. But I guess that kind of makes sense. Like as the baby's like growing bigger, it's gonna be pushing against nerves and stuff in spots like down, yeah, in the pelvic area. That makes sense to me. I do wonder if her microdeletion disorder, though, affects that in some way, because I thought that I don't really know much about it. I don't think anybody knows much about microdeletion disorder, actually. I think it's a relatively new development in healthcare, but they even have a name for that. Excuse me. I just wonder if that affects that in any way. It makes it worse or anything like that for her.
I have the baby, that's whenever it will go away again. So that's been different. So usually I just kind of take breaks throughout the day, kind of sit down. If I'm walking through the mall, I just have to like sit down for a little bit because my thighs start to burn. Cravings. So,
or it could be another excuse to be a lazy brat. I don't know.
My cravings have been so far just kind of, I guess, what you would expect with pregnancy, so sweets. But one thing I am starting to learn, I swear, my baby is going to love applesauce, because I did not eat applesauce like I'm eating it now. Like before I got pregnant, I never even touched applesauce. Now I keep 2 packs in the fridge at all times. And I like it a certain way too. I'm kind of picky about how I like my applesauce. So I like mine cold, like I mean ice cold. So I usually take a cup of applesauce and I put it in the freezer for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes to let it get really, really cold, because I really like it that particular way. If it's any other kind of way, if it's room temperature or if it's just kind of like kind of cold, I won't touch it. So I'm kind of picky about that. Icing has been a big one since I hit my 2nd trimester. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, there are times that I do crave like apples and oranges and fruit, and there are other times that I crave sweets. So it kind of has both. When I was, before we knew the gender, I was trying to figure out the gender by doing all like the wives' tales that you hear about. So I tried one TikTok trend. It wasn't a trend. It was like a superstition. I don't even know, what do you call it?
Bullshit.
Like, yeah, like wives' tale, like that's what they call it. So I tried the one with baking soda, that you take like a cup of baking soda and then like your urine, and if it fizzes, it's a boy, and if it doesn't fizz, it's a girl. I tried that and it fizzed. Okay, so that was that pointed to boy, right? And then I had Ken do like the ring thing, where you put a ring on a string and then you like dangle it over your belly, and which if it swings
pendulum
back and forth, it's a boy, and if it swings in a circle, it's a girl. And it swung back and forth, so again, another sign of a boy. I didn't have morning sickness, again, another sign of a boy, and this is just what all the wives' tales are telling me, right? So before I knew the gender, everything was pointing to a boy. And so when we did find out the gender, I'm like, wow, okay, so there's really no truth to any of these like little tricks to find out anything. Okay, So myth busted. Okay, got it. Now let's move on to hormones. So my hormones have been getting a lot better lately, because at first, like within like the first couple of weeks of my pregnancy, the first month or two, I noticed a change. I noticed that I was more sensitive, but it wasn't until the 3rd and the 4th month I was just overly sensitive.
They must have cut out a lot right there.
Was just so big to me, and everything was just such a big deal. Now that I'm in,
Did you hear that? At the beginning of my pregnancy, everything seemed like such a big deal. It was my hormones. Girl, you were married to a man and then left that man for another man and immediately got pregnant with that other man while you were still married to the first man. To this day, I'm pretty sure you're still married to the first man. Gypsy. It was a big deal. It's just like, it was just my hormones making me think that it was a big deal. Like, what? What?
my 5th month, I'm in my 2nd trimester, 22 weeks. I feel like I'm starting to calm down. I feel like I am starting to process things like my old self used to. So we have started to shop for a crib and a couple of other nursery items. I haven't found that perfect crib yet though. I really want it to be special. I want it to be something that just fits perfectly. So essentially she will have 2 nurseries because I am living at home with my parents for the time being, and Ken has his own place. So my room will be half nursery and half my room.
I heard somewhere that she got a house. Or that her and Ken got a house together. Which I don't even know if that's... I think that's like a violation of her parole, but I don't really know that much about that. Just stuff I heard through the grapevine on YouTube.
But she will have like a whole shebang nursery at Ken's. And so we have started to think about color themes. We've started to think about what kind of theme the nursery will be. And we're really excited to start putting that together really soon. So about 2 weeks ago, we had our 20-week anatomy scan. So it's not necessarily always done at 20 weeks. It could be done anywhere from 18 to 24 weeks. They just call it a 20-week anatomy scan or just anatomy scan. So when we had our anatomy scan, I was very nervous. I had researched a lot on TikTok about anatomy scans and what they're like and what they mean. So what the anatomy scan does is look at every part of her body to make sure that everything is developing normally. So they looked at her brain, they looked at her bones, they looked at her stomach, her liver, her heart, particularly her heart. And it was an ultrasound, and it was...
Why do you think she said that? Particularly her heart. Like, she might have just meant, I guess, what I would have thought she meant before. But now I'm thinking about this microdeletion thing. And that Gypsy has like a weak heart. So I wonder if they're checking to see if the baby might have signs of that genetic disorder.
You know, it was wonderful to see like how she's developing and in real time, because I feel her all the time, and so I know her legs are pretty strong. But to actually like see her little feet, her little fingers, like everything just start to come together. I can remember back when I was, 8 weeks pregnant, and she looked like a little chicken. And now she's a baby. Like she looks like a baby now. And so anyway, I had seen a lot of things on TikTok about what the anatomy scan is for. And so anatomy scans are to determine if there are any abnormalities whatsoever, if there would be any sort of anything going wrong. And so I mean, It's like when you go on WebMD and then you look up a migraine and then they tell you it's brain cancer. Like, don't do that with TikTok. So if anybody is pregnant out there right now and you're about ready to do your 20-week anatomy scan, don't go to TikTok because it will freak you out and psych you out. So don't do it.
That's probably good
Calm
advice.
down, it will be okay. So, best thing to do is just do other research. Talk to your doctor. Make sure that your doctor is informing you about what to expect. And that's something that I feel like is really important, is to have a good communication line with your doctor. So anyway, so we had our anatomy scan, and visually everything looked normal. And so the doctor had taken notes, and so I get a call back the next week, and so the doctor told me everything is normal. She is developing perfectly normal. She is exactly the right size that she needs to be for, you know, the gestational age. So which made me feel good, because I do have a smaller baby bump. So I was kind of like, is she growing like normally? Like I'm like,
I did want to say something about that. I've only been pregnant one time. Well, I've probably, you know what I mean. Women know what I mean by that. I've only carried a baby one time, my son, 14 years ago. Wow. Anyway, I've only been pregnant one time, but my baby was rather small. I think, I'm trying to remember, he was 5 pounds and 14 ounces when he was born, and he was, you know, we used, what's that drug, Pitocin, to induce, that's the word, to induce the birth a few weeks early. So he might have gotten a little bit bigger than that, but he was a small baby. I was a small baby. I was like 6 pounds something. I don't know. And I had a pretty small bump too, even all the way up to the end. I had a bump, you could tell, but I was a smaller person, and Gypsy Rose is small, so I just wanted to point that out. Part of the conspiracy that she's not pregnant, I feel like it kind of falls apart at that point, because just saying, well, her bump is so little, that doesn't really mean anything. I mean, you would be surprised how small baby bumps can be, even up to the end, I think, just to add some nuance to that conversation.
Should I be like, oh, you're pregnant already? But I also learned that a lot of women, like with their first pregnancy, they won't start showing till like later on in their pregnancy.
Exactly.
Pregnancy, everything's going good on that front. Symptoms.
Not to say that I don't think Gypsy Rose is not a liar and manipulator, allegedly. I certainly, in my opinion, think that she has lied and manipulated on TV in front of everyone, and has done it a lot, allegedly. So I'm not siding with her on everything. I'm just saying that I don't particularly believe that theory that she's not pregnant. Okay.
Are manageable. Overall, I think that I have a very good pregnancy. I like to say that I'm blessed that things are going so well. So it was a relief to know that she's developing normally. It's a relief to know that I'm healthy as the mother. And overall, like, it's going really good. So thank y'all so much for watching my pregnancy update.
Okay, I definitely we can't do another one. That was enough for me. I might not ever react to Gypsy videos again. I don't know. She's so, she's just kind of boring to watch. It's hard to listen to her talk. She's no mommy Onami, you know. I couldn't sit and sift through hours of this girl's content without losing my shit. So anyway, thanks for hanging out and smoking with me. Thanks for watching, and I hope you had a good Halloween. And I don't know what else to say. Okay, so I guess I'll see y'all on the flip side, and we'll hang out then. Bye.